We tell stories of human way, not with artificial voices or AI slop. In the end, what's HFY without humanity? Subscribe to keep it this way. My name is Amir Sohal. Let's begin. Stars above Earth looked peaceful that night. There was no sign of danger, no sound, no warning, just silence. But far beyond the moon, hidden in deep darkness, something massive was moving. It did not rush. It did not attack. It simply appeared. One by one, giant shapes formed around Earth. They were ships, huge alien ships, each one bigger than cities. Cold metal bodies with faint glowing lights. They surrounded Earth like silent hunters. The first alert came from space stations. Unknown object detected, multiple increasing. Soon, every radar confirmed it. Earth was surrounded. Panic began. News channels went live. People rushed outside. Some prayed. Some cried. But something felt wrong. The ships were not attacking. They were just waiting. Hours passed in silence. Then suddenly, every screen on Earth turned black. Phones, TVs, computers, everything stopped. Then white text appeared. "We know you are watching." The world froze. We did not come for war. For a moment, people felt hope, but the next line destroyed it. "You will surrender your independence." Leaders stared in shock. "You will accept our control." A pause. Then the final line. "If you refuse, your home planet will be erased." Fear spread instantly. No explosions, no weapons, just a calm threat. And it was enough. Another message appeared. 48 hours. That was all. 48 hours to decide the fate of Earth. Inside the command center, leaders argued. "We cannot fight them. We must surrender." "No, we fight." But one man stayed calm. He said only one thing. "We wait." The room went silent. Behind that silence, something hidden began to wake up. Underground systems activated. Old bases came alive. Secret plans started moving. The aliens waited confidently. They believed humans would surrender. But humans sent one final message. "You should not have threatened our home." And for the first time, the aliens felt something was wrong. Part 2. The Hidden Strength. The alien commanders were confused. They expected fear. They expected surrender. But this message was different. "You should not have threatened our home." It sounded calm, but also dangerous. The aliens started scanning Earth more deeply, but they found nothing unusual. No massive weapons. No large fleets. Nothing that could stop them. They laughed. "Humans are emotional," one commander said. "They are trying to sound strong." The fleet moved closer. They sent a small ship toward Earth. Just a test. Just to show power. But something unexpected happened. The ship disappeared. No explosion. No signal. Just gone. The alien commanders froze. What happened? No answer. They sent another ship. Same result. Gone. Now, they were not laughing anymore. On Earth, deep underground, humans were watching. Calm. Focused. Hidden defense systems were active. Weapons that were never shown before. Humans were ready. And they were not afraid. Part 3. The war begins. The aliens realized something was wrong. This was not a weak species. This was something else. They launched a full attack. Thousands of ships moved at once. The sky above Earth filled with fire. But humans were ready. Hidden fleets appeared. Fast. Silent. Deadly. Human weapons were not normal. They did not explode ships. They erased them. Alien ships vanished instantly. No debris. No warning. Just gone. The aliens tried new strategies. Nothing worked. Humans adapted quickly. They fought with calm precision. They were not fighting for power. They were fighting for home. And that made them unstoppable. Soon, the alien fleet started losing badly. Fear spread among them. They had made a mistake. A big one. Finally, the alien leaders sent a message. "We want to negotiate." But this time, humans did not reply. Part 4. The Cost of a Threat. The alien fleet was damaged. Their confidence was gone. Now they understood. Humans were not weak. They were patient. And dangerous. They sent another message. Let us stop this war. Still no reply. Silence again. But now, the silence felt terrifying. Then finally, humans answered. You threaten our home. There is a price. The final phase began. Humans targeted the main alien command ship. One precise strike. And it was gone. Just like the others. The alien fleet broke apart. Survivors ran. They escaped as fast as they could. They did not look back. They learned their lesson. On Earth, the war ended. No celebration. No pride. Just quiet relief. Because humans did not want war. But they would always defend their home. And the final message spread across space. Never threaten a species that has nothing to lose except their home. The alien fleet did not move for several minutes after receiving the human message. Inside the command ship, the main alien commander stood still, reading the line again and again. You should not have threatened our home. It was a simple sentence. No anger. No fear. No begging. That was what made it strange. One officer finally spoke. Commander, should we respond? The commander slowly looked up. No, he said. We observe. The massive screen in front of them showed Earth. Blue. Calm. Quiet. No visible defenses. No giant weapons. Nothing that could stop a fleet like theirs. Another officer stepped forward. Scans show no advanced planetary shields. No large-scale weapons. No hidden fleets in orbit. The commander narrowed his eyes. Scanned deeper. More systems activated. Advanced sensors push into Earth's atmosphere. Into oceans. Into underground layers. They search for anything unusual. Anything dangerous. But still, nothing. It made no sense. How can they speak like this with nothing to defend themselves? One alien whispered. The commander did not answer, because deep inside he felt something was wrong. Back on Earth, things looked completely different. On the surface, there was still fear. Cities were quiet. People stayed inside their homes. The sky above still held the silent alien ships. But deep below the ground, humanity was awake. In a hidden facility, far beneath a mountain, a large metal door slowly opened. It had not opened in years. Dust fell from its edges as ancient systems powered on. Inside, rows of machines came to life. Cold lights turned on. Screens flickered. And people walked in. They wore simple uniforms. No medals. No names. Just focus. A man entered the central room. He looked calm, like this moment was expected. Status, he asked. A woman at the control panel replied. All systems are online, waiting for final authorization. He nodded slowly. Prepare phase 1. Around the world, the same thing was happening. Hidden bases opened. Secret stations activated. Old satellites changed their paths. Systems that were never shown to the public were now fully active. These were not new weapons. They were old, very old, built slowly over many years, improved in silence, hidden from everyone. Even most governments did not know the full truth, because these systems were not made for normal wars. They were made for something like this, something bigger. Back in space, the aliens made their first move. Send a probe ship, the commander ordered. A small but advanced ship moved out from the fleet. It was fast, stealthy, designed to test defenses. As it moved toward Earth, all alien ships watched carefully. This will show us their true strength, one officer said. The probe entered Earth's upper atmosphere. No response. No attack. It continued moving. Closer. Closer. Still nothing. The alien officers relaxed slightly. See? Nothing, one of them said. But then, the signal from the probe cut off. Instantly. No warning. No explosion. No sound. Just gone. The room went silent. What happened? The commander asked sharply. No data, the officer replied. Signal lost instantly. System failure? Negative. All systems were normal until the last second. The commander's eyes darkened. Send another one. A second probe ship launched. This time, all sensors focused on it. Every movement tracked. Every signal monitored. It entered the same area. Same path. Same silence. Then, gone. Again. This time, the fear was real. That is not possible. One alien said quietly. No weapon detected. No energy spike. No explosion. It just disappeared. The commander stepped forward. His voice was low. This is not human technology we understand. Back on Earth, inside the hidden facility, the same moment played out on human screens. The disappearing alien ships. No reaction. No celebration. Just calm observation. Phase 1 successful, the woman said. The man nodded. Do not engage further yet. Let them come closer. Above them, unknown systems adjusted again. Silent. Invisible. Waiting. Back in space. Tension filled the alien fleet. They were no longer relaxed. They were cautious. Something was wrong. Commander, an officer said, we recommend full attack. The commander stayed silent for a moment. Then he spoke. No. The room froze. We test again. But this time differently. A larger ship moved forward. Not a small probe. A real warship. Stronger shields. Heavy weapons ready. If this one disappears, the commander said slowly, we change strategy. The warship moved toward Earth. Slowly. Carefully. Weapons fully charged. Inside the ship, alien soldiers prepared for combat. They expected resistance this time. But again, nothing happened. No attack. No signal. Just silence. Entering atmosphere, the pilot said. Still nothing. The alien commander watched closely. His hands tightened. Stay alert, he whispered. Then, the warship stopped. Not by choice. It froze in space. All systems shut down instantly. Lights off. Weapons dead. Engines silent. What is happening? The pilot shouted. No answer. Then, the entire ship vanished. Not destroyed. Not damaged. Just removed. Like it never existed. The command room exploded into panic. This is impossible. We are under unknown attack. No weapon detected. The commander slammed his hand down. Enough. Silence returned. But now, fear was clear on every face. This is not a defensive species, the commander said slowly. This is something else. On Earth, the hidden systems powered down again. Only partially. Still ready. Still watching. The man in the control room looked at the screen. Now they understand, he said quietly. The woman nodded. But they will attack next. Yes, he replied. And this time they will not hold back. High above, the alien fleet began to change formation. Weapons charged. Shields activated. This was no longer a test. This was war preparation. The commander gave the order. Full fleet ready. We end this now. Thousands of ships moved into position. The silent waiting was over. Back on Earth, the same calm remained. No panic in the hidden places. No fear. Only readiness. The man took a deep breath. Phase 2, he said. All systems responded instantly. Lights shifted. Energy levels increased. Unknown weapons aligned with targets in space. For the first time, humans were about to strike back. Above the planet, the alien fleet glowed with power. Below the planet, humanity stood silent. Two forces. One mistake. And the moment before the storm. The alien commander looked at Earth one last time. This is your final chance, he said softly. But no message was sent. No warning given. Because now, he understood something important. Humans were never going to surrender. And deep down, he knew the truth. They were not the hunters anymore. They were the ones being watched. And the next move would decide everything. The silence above Earth broke with a low hum, almost imperceptible at first. Then it grew louder. Alien ships moved in tight formation, their weapons glowing with deadly energy. The massive fleet began advancing, slowly encircling the planet, like a predator closing in on prey. Inside the command center of the largest alien ship, the main commander frowned. He had expected humans to be weak. He had expected panic. He had expected surrender. He had been wrong. Prepare for full engagement, the commander ordered. His voice was steady, but deep down, doubt had begun to creep in. His sensors showed nothing in orbit, no fleets, no weapons, no defense systems visible. Yet every probe and scout that had entered the atmosphere had vanished without a trace. "We must destroy their surface defenses before they retaliate," one officer said, trying to mask his fear. The alien commander shook his head. "Do not underestimate them. I will not risk our ships without understanding their capabilities fully." Meanwhile, deep underground on Earth, humanity's hidden networks came alive. Every base, every satellite, every old weapon system connected to the command network flickered to life. A man who had watched the alien message quietly said, "They're coming." "Yes," the woman at the central console replied. "Phase 3 is ready." Outside, the skies over major cities were eerily quiet. People watched in horror as hundreds of ships formed a living ring around Earth. In the distance, their weapons glowed like fire, a silent promise of annihilation. Most of the world assumed the end had come, but they were wrong. Humans had prepared for this moment for decades in silence, without anyone knowing. Old satellites that had been decommissioned were now active again, turning into surveillance and weapon platforms. Underground facilities that no one knew existed activated unknown artillery systems, ready to strike the alien fleet. Even civilian spacecraft were repurposed, controlled remotely by AI systems designed to fight in space. On the alien ships, sensors suddenly went haywire. Weapons lost power, shields fluctuated, and massive cruisers began disappearing one by one. Not explosions, not energy bursts. They simply vanished. "Commander, our ship's gone. What is happening?" A panicked officer shouted. The commander's face darkened. "It seems they have waited for this moment. They have been hiding their full strength." On Earth, the humans watched calmly. In the underground command center, the man said, "Phase 3 active. Let them come closer." Outside, in orbit, alien soldiers began to panic. Their formations broke apart. Small attack waves were completely destroyed before reaching Earth's atmosphere. Giant cruisers that had moved with confidence suddenly found themselves disintegrated in space by unseen forces. One alien pilot tried to radio his commander. "Sir, this is impossible. Our weapons are failing." "Stand your ground," the commander barked. But even he knew, deep down, that something beyond comprehension was at work. On the streets below, people watched the sky with wide eyes. For the first time, they saw lights in the upper atmosphere flash, not explosions, but streaks of something fast and invisible. The alien fleet above had no idea what was striking them. Human AI-controlled drones moved in perfect synchronization. Some ships were invisible until they appeared inside alien cruisers, tearing them apart from within. Old defense satellites fired bursts of energy that disabled alien shields in seconds. Humanity had turned their secret technology into a deadly weapon. A massive alien warship tried to flee, but its engines shut down instantly. The crew screamed as their vessel disappeared without warning. Across the alien fleet, panic spread like wildfire. "This is not possible," one commander whispered. "Prepare full evacuation," another yelled. "They are stronger than we imagined." But it was too late. The humans were methodical. Every ship that entered Earth's atmosphere vanished, or was neutralized. Every attack wave was destroyed before it could reach critical targets. Humans were not just defending, they were sending a message, and the aliens finally understood. Threatening Earth had been a mistake. Deep inside the underground facility, humans watched every movement of the alien fleet. A woman spoke calmly. "They are adapting. We must continue with precision." The man nodded. "Let them make the first mistake. Then we strike." Suddenly, an alien ship attempted a different strategy. It split into smaller units to bypass Earth's defenses. The humans anticipated this. Invisible drones intercepted every unit, destroying them silently and instantly. The alien fleet was in chaos. Their advanced technology, years ahead of humans in space travel, was meaningless against preparation, strategy, and precision. "Commander, our losses, they are catastrophic," one alien officer reported. The commander clenched his fists. He had underestimated humans. Not because they were weak, but because he could not imagine a species so cunning, patient, and willing to defend their home with everything they had. Meanwhile, on Earth's surface, news outlets broadcast live footage of streaks of light in the sky, ships disappearing, and strange flashes above cities. Civilians did not understand the technology behind it, but one thing was clear. Humanity was fighting back, and fighting back decisively. The alien commander attempted to negotiate. A transmission was sent. "We request ceasefire. We are willing to talk. Stand down." But the humans did not reply. Silence remained their answer. Above Earth, the alien fleet began to retreat in small groups. Fear replaced arrogance. Their once confident ships scattered as humans targeted key command vessels with pinpoint accuracy. Humanity did not aim to destroy everything. They aimed to send a warning. A warning that if Earth were ever threatened again, the cost would be unimaginable. The skies finally began to calm. The alien fleet, though still present in pockets, was fractured, confused, and beaten back. Humanity had survived the first wave, but the underground command knew this was only the beginning. The man stood in front of the main console. "They now know we will never surrender. Next time, they will come with everything they have." "Yes," the woman replied, "and we will be ready, always ready." Above, the alien commander stared at Earth, his expression dark. "We underestimated them. We made a mistake we cannot afford to repeat." And on Earth, humanity celebrated quietly, not because they had won, but because they had survived. They had shown the universe that humans would fight for their home, no matter the cost. The first battle was over. The war had only just begun. And deep below, in the silent command centers, humans prepared for the inevitable next wave. Because one thing was certain, anyone who threatened their home would pay. The sky over Earth was calm. Too calm. The alien fleet had regrouped after their first attack, but fear now ran through their ranks. Their massive ships floated above the planet, silent and tense. Not one of them dared approach closely. Not after what had happened. Inside the largest alien ship, the commander stared at the images of Earth on his screen. Cities glowed faintly in the night, unaware of the silent war happening above. He remembered the first probes, the disappearing warships, the invisible strikes. His pride as a commander was shattered. "We underestimated them," he said quietly. "We assumed weakness, but we faced something we did not understand." Officers around him whispered, "We must retreat." "No," the commander said. "We cannot leave. We must finish this." But deep down, he knew the truth. On Earth, the hidden human command centers were alive. Lights flickered across underground networks. Screens displayed alien formations, projected movement, and potential attack vectors. The man who had been guiding humanity through this crisis stood in the central control room. He looked at the screen and said calmly, "Phase 4 begins now." The woman at the console nodded. Weapons ready. Targeting systems locked. AI drones online. The calm in their voices masked the gravity of the moment. Above, alien ships prepared for a final strike. They assumed humanity was terrified. They assumed surrender was inevitable. They assumed one last attack would break them. But humans did not panic. The alien commander issued the attack order. "Move in. Strike them." And this quickly, the first wave descended. Bright beams of alien energy lit the upper atmosphere. But humans had prepared for this. Invisible drones, faster than any human eye could see, intercepted the energy beams, redirecting them harmlessly into the sky. Satellites fired silent. Precise energy pulses of the alien weapon systems, disabling them before they could cause destruction. The alien ships did not understand what was happening. Their shields fluctuated uncontrollably. Engines failed. Beams of light struck them from nowhere. Ships began disappearing again, one by one. Inside Earth's underground control center, the man said calmly, "Phase 4 is working. Target the command ship." A massive AI-controlled drone fleet deployed. They moved faster than light sensors could track. They reached the main alien command ship silently, without warning. Inside the alien command room, alarms blared. Officers shouted. The commander realized too late what was happening. One drone breached the hull silently. It moved through the ship like a shadow. Systems failed. The main reactor destabilized. The commander tried to escape. His ship began to disintegrate from the inside. Every weapon, every shield, every engine was neutralized before he could react. And then the ship disappeared. Not exploded, not destroyed, just gone. A wave of fear swept through the remaining alien fleet. Their confidence shattered. Humans did not celebrate. They were precise. They were methodical. They aimed not to destroy unnecessarily, but to send a warning, a clear message. Earth was not a planet to be threatened. The alien fleet began to retreat. Small groups scattered in panic. Their formations collapsed. They had underestimated humans, and now they paid the price. On Earth's surface, people noticed strange flashes in the sky, streaks of light that moved faster than any aircraft, and beams that struck alien ships that seemed untouchable. Most could not understand what they were seeing. But one thing was clear. Humans were winning. The man in the command center turned to his team. They know now. They understand the cost of threatening us. We give them a chance to leave peacefully. The woman nodded. Yes, but we remain vigilant. They may try again. The alien commander had survived in a small escape pod. He watched Earth one last time, a mixture of fear and awe in his eyes. We misjudged them, he whispered. We cannot underestimate humanity ever again. Back on Earth, the AI drones returned to their hidden stations. Satellites resumed their normal positions. Weapon systems powered down, ready for the next threat. Humans did not seek glory. They did not seek revenge. They had defended their home. And that was enough. The world slowly began to recover from the fear of annihilation. People stepped outside cautiously. Families hugged. Streets filled with quiet chatter. The skies looked calm again. But underground, humans knew the truth. The threat had not gone away. The aliens had retreated. But they had learned a valuable lesson. And humans had also learned something about themselves. About patience, strategy, and the lengths they would go to protect their home. In the hidden command center, the man looked at the world above through a holographic display. We fight only when necessary. But if anyone threatens our home again, they will pay a much higher price. The woman looked at him. They now know what we are capable of. Yes, he said, and the universe will remember it. High above, the alien commander and his fleet disappeared into deep space. Their pride destroyed, their confidence broken, their plans in ruins. And in every corner of the galaxy, whispers would spread. Humans are not a species to be threatened. The final lesson was clear. Humans did not start wars. They did not attack without reason. But if their home was threatened, they would finish it. And the cost of that threat? Unimaginable. Earth was safe for now. But the universe would never forget the day humans showed their hidden strength. Because some species are not just survivors. Some species are protectors. Relentless, patient, and dangerous when pushed. And humanity had just proven it. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this content, make sure to subscribe to the channel and support us. It really helps us grow and bring more videos like this. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.